Oh, speaking of pretty hands.
Yeah, the birds for
bullets.
Vincetti.
Bet is 7,500.
Big raise. I guess it's a deep table, 2.5x. You know, back in the day, I watched some of the old footage, Jeff. People are 4x opening, 5x opening. Nobody does that anymore. Everybody's learned.
Although at a lot of day ones at the World Series of Poker Main Event, not the day one tables that you're at, but at my day one table, we saw some 4 to 5x opens.
Call.
It'd be like, you know, one hand would have 7 players do a flop after everybody limps. One hand you go 5x, and then there'd be like a min 3-bet. It was beautiful.
Oh, a lot of playable hands here. This is a fun one. 4 really reasonable no limit hands. Raise from early position, button, small blind, and big blind all
8
call.
on the flop as it comes. Queen 8-7, and Boris flops a set.
Now let's pay attention to the body language of Boris. I'm into these live reads now. He has flopped a monster in the main event on a feature table. Let's see how he acts.
Just a snap jam.
How much is this?
Vincetti asks for a count.
A little over 50 more.
I can beat ace queen.
Yes, he can.
You can beat ace queen? I shouldn't be talking, I apologize.
I like to talk here and there.
Sick main event spot. Did Boris look a little too comfortable there with the table?
Maybe. I don't know. It's easy to say. It does make the call. And here we go. Bershatsky in a great spot.
Oh, you weren't kidding.
I know.
Sorry.
With
Hopefully
almost
sorry.
200K in this pot.
91%. That's got to be a good feeling here for Boris.
But you never know. Turn card. Oh, it's an ace! The ace of diamonds on the turn!
Good game.
Oh my goodness.
1 out in the deck. Bershatsky
Good TV.
needing the 8 of spades and not finding it on the river.
Okay.
You're good. Good hand.
All right, mic somebody else up. Let's go.
Wow.
What a painful way to go on day 3 of the World Series of Poker Main Event.
Ouch.
Ace-6 suited for Daniel Negreanu.
7,000.
Brazilian with Ace-7 suited on the button makes the call.
Really big pickup here in the big blind with pocket tens.
It's down at a good one.
Just peels and
Okay.
we see a flop. A lot of players are going to squeeze there, but let's see 3.
It comes ace high, ace-9 deuce with 1 diamond. For our newer viewers, you see that the percentages bottom left corner of your screen does not add up to 100%. That's because a decent amount of the time, Negreanu and the Kazovics would chop the pot.
Call 7.
Not the dream scenario for 2 10s.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal because you're getting such a good price to continue.
Call
7K. Does peel. 3 ways to the turn.
Okay. And that turn is another 9.
This is going to go check, check, check.
There's the first check.
No.
Negreanu betting once more.
18,000.
This time 18K.
This is a really
And
interesting
gets an
hand.
ace into the muck. How about that for Daniel
Finish
Negreanu?
Ooh, wait later.
That is a fantastic result. A chop pot, just all shit to D-Nags there. Raising up at 32 bigs.
Oh
And this is
my.
absolute disaster.
The champ has aces on the button.
Oh, this is just disaster for the short stack. This will be on TikTok in 30 minutes.
How to proceed? What is the sizing?
We raised 17,000 to call.
Makes it 17K.
Oh, King of Spades is dead as well.
Blackwood starting the hand with a little more than 30 bigs.
He's gonna rip. He's gonna rip it all in. Ace King off is it's made for 4-bet shoving. It's literally what the hand is designed to do, and you have a good player on the button, capable of bluffing, capable of having so many hands here.
All in.
There's the
There's
shove.
the jam, there's the snap, and it's
Yeah.
aces for Aldemir. Ace King for Blackwood.
He has less, okay. It's king.
The hand plate itself, 6% is so
Well, we have
grim.
all in.
I use my one time, okay?
Don't waste it right now.
It's again.
Absolutely should be used now. Day 3 of the main, 202K in the middle. Create the content at least. Can Blackwood find a way?
Spades are working for him. Some Broadway cards.
Okay.
Ooh, that is
The
as
door's
good.
open.
All you can hope for there if you're Blackwood.
Now looks for a jack.
With a phrase in Scotland, it's the hope that kills you.
Hopefully you're hopeless.
It's just the hope. It was down 7 deuce deuce, it's okay. That's the hope.
Where are you from, Scott?
Turn is a 9. Blackwood will need that jack on the river. His tournament has come to an end. River card, it's paint, but it's a queen. And that will do it for Gary Blackwood. Just ran into it. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes it happens on day 3 of the main. And flops 2 pair as it comes queen 5-4.
Yeah, not only does he flop
Oh.
2 pair, but his opponent's got top pair, top kick, or backdoor spades, so this is a great spot for Karai.
A cooler flop.
23,000.
Roman leads for more than half pot. This pot could get pretty sizable pretty quickly. Makes the call. 126K in the pot. Grolemund 222K behind. Turn brings the deuce of diamonds.
Nice and clean here for Karai, just flattening in position on the flop, keeping all those bluffs in, the ace king, stuff like that.
Looks pretty clean if you're Grolemund.
Of course.
Check.
Guess
Maybe some
check.
good instincts there.
Perhaps set up a river jam.
Yeah, extract some value here. Also just, you know, protect your equity in the hand. You do have 2 pair, yes, but I mean, it's somewhat vulnerable
Sure,
for what a 2
sure.
pair is.
Bet 62K.
Yeah, this is sized really well for should Grolemon call?
Oh,
wow.
and instead, Grolemon will check jam. Aldemir makes the call, and here we go. We're just going to play a massive pot. 570,000 in the middle. The 2021 champ with the best of it so far.
Yeah, if Aldemir holds, he's going to be up to 675 here.
Grolemon needs an ace, a queen, a 3, or a deuce.
Okay.
What a massive river card we are about to see. And that river is the 6 of clubs. That does it for Grolemund. And it means that the 2021 champ has one of the biggest stacks in the room. Oh my!
Hi.
Sachard
Oh my.
Haran with the birds in the big blind.
And this very well might save Fabian Quas because
Absolutely.
certainly Fabian started this hand with like 36 bigs, could have just ripped it in on Karai. And then he's flipping for his tournament life, but here would expect that we hear from Haran, and then Quas will probably get the message.
The cold 4
66,000.
to 66K. Cut off versus small blind versus big blind. Quas does exit the proceedings. And there's the jam, the double check.
You hate the double check. I mean, you just hate to see it because you know they're double checking aces or kings. That's only what they're double checking every single time.
It was indeed aces. There is more than 450,000 in this pot.
We do want to split. Okay. I think it was the same scenario too. Ace of club we had in yours. Flop was 2 clubs.
Can Aldemir find a way to almost $1 million in chips?
You want to swap them?
A lot of aces on this table. Yeah, you just had them, right, Al? I had one. You had one. A lot of them.
And here we go. Ace 7-5. And we have removed all the drama from the equation. Aldemir back down to around $500,000. Still more than 100 big blinds. Haran up to more than 450K. Doesn't even have to sweat that one out.
Maria Ho in the small blind, ace jack suited. She's going to come along and get something going here.
Raise 13 total. 13 total.
Donnie, given the ranges in the blinds, Koppel here probably feeling like he has the advantage here with ace-8.
Yeah, I would say so. Little does he know, he's dominated here.
Yeah, an ace could be expensive here, but oh wow! Look at this flop. Ace Jack 8, both players flop 2 pair in this blind on blind confrontation. Maria Ho also has backdoor clubs, to go along with it. She bets 10K. Koppel quick with the call, Donnie. What are we going to see on the turn here?
Pretty much a blank here. I would think Ho just keeps on betting. Just continue to try and get value.
Now, Koppel can, of course, interpret this as Ho trying to just apply pressure, represent the ace, and push him off his hand. would that then also
36K.
make it more likely he's going to call in hopes that she keeps on bluffing, which of course in this case she isn't?
Call.
Well, he does call, does come along. 3 of diamonds on the river. What would you like to see from Maria here?
Depends on what she puts him on. If she thinks he's got a hand like, let's say, a 9-10, which is an obvious straight shot, well, then you just check and let your opponent bluff it off, right? If she thinks he has an ace, if she thinks he has even a jack, you know, blind on blind, both those hands probably a little bit harder to have because she has an ace and a jack, right? You know, but Koppel can have a lot of hands calling in position out of the big blind.
92,000. Call.
Oh, wow.
Quick call.
Big bet here from Maria Ho. She quickly turns it over for 92,000.
You didn't show.
Yeah, I did.
I saw
Ace
it.
eight.
He showed ace. It's okay. Ace eight. Ace eight.
Wow. What an absolute banger of a hand here for Maria Ho. She's up to 434,000, Donnie. Big run in the making. As soon as Ivy gets moved off the feature table, he starts winning hands again.
Yeah, I mean, he's cooking, man. What do you want me to say?
Back to our secondary table here. Tay and Nori going head-to-head. Tay flopping a set of 8s. Natalie Tay from Malaysia. 678,000 in career tournament earnings.
So Remco, this pot, 411,000. Dwan raised 15K. Chang called. Tay called. Nuri 3-bet to 75,000.
Wow.
Only Tay came along. Flop comes out 8-4 deuce. Nuri comes with 65K. Gets called. Brings us here to the turn where he's firing again. This time 89,000. I mean,
wow.
Talk about aggression.
Oh my God, Nuri is trying to make something happen here. But with a set of 8s, Tay is probably chomping at the bit to get even more chips in the middle here. And
Yeah,
it looks like she's going to make
probably
the call.
just thinking, you know, how do I get all of those chips over there? He's got 150 back. How do I get them all?
Wow, Nuri in absolute blaster mode, and the 10 of diamonds completes the board on the river. 500,000 in the middle. Nuri has like a third pot left here, Donnie. He has almost all of his chips committed with ace-jack.
I mean, I guess this is ultimately just going to be a test of courage. Does he feel like he can get her to fold? What does he think that she has? Does he think maybe she's got a couple big hearts? And he is going to put it in.
Wow. Nuri moves all in, and Tay with the snap call. And Natalie Tay is going to have just shy of 900,000 chips after Nuri blasts it off on flop, turn, and river. What an insane hand. And Natalie Tay now, one of the chip leaders in the tournament. Oh, how quickly things can turn. Dwan, of course, very much used to playing aggressively. Now making the call out of position with a7 of diamonds, Donnie. Is that a bit of a unconventional approach?
He doesn't want to fold. He just doesn't want to fold.
All right, we have king, 3-4, 2 spades on board. Dwan, of course, in his mind, has already made that runner flush, so he's going to potentially come with some creativity. Cochran, of course, motivated to move this along, perhaps find a way to get to showdown, given the fact that that king is out there and he only has pocket tens.
$20,000 here. Continuation bet.
Juan comes along in search of diamonds.
Look at him just eyeing Cochran.
Well, at least the 7 will improve Juan's hands.
Check.
comes with a check. And Cochran checks back. Oh my God, running sevens. Dwan picks up running sevens to make trips. And all of a sudden, he has the best hand. Spades come in as well, which might complicate things a little bit here on the river. But what a wild river card. If we're Dwan here, Donnie, how much are we leading for? Because I cannot see him check.
I mean, how greedy does he want to get? 70,000, 75,000?
Well, he's piecing together a bet. Hasn't grabbed any green chips yet. Oh, there's the green chips. This is a very large bet.
That is 93.
93 into 125. Now, if you're Corcoran, Donnie, you don't want to get bluffed by Tom Dwan.
I mean, of course you don't want to get bluffed by Tom Dwan, but there's also going to be times when you are going to get bluffed, okay?
Looks like Corcoran has already put the bet aside next to his stack, ready to make the call potentially.
I mean, the question here is, you know, for Corcoran, what are the bluffs that can come in?
Oh, wow. Call has been made. And Dwan tables A7 to rake in a big one, chipping up to 784,000 chips, cracking the tens of his opponent and getting maximum value. Wow. This might just be Tom Dwan's tournament. Some tables still going, but everyone a bit more relaxed. Wow, look at this. Tom Dwan going for it, and Segal in a perfect situation here to get a nice double up on one of the last hands before the night is done. Big misstep here from Tom Dwan with pocket nines. As you can see on the screen, just one out for Tom Dwan. The 9 of hearts has already been folded, so Dwan here looking for the 9 of spades. Backdoor straight possibilities also still alive, but very, very slim pickings here for the man named Durr. 8 of diamonds on the turn. Not going to save him. Segal about to have 378,000 chips. Dwan seems a little frustrated with himself, understandably so. Segal still nervous, also understandable. River card incoming. It's the king of diamonds, and the queens will hold up, and Segal doubles up to 378,000.